think I'm good to go?
I think so.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you.
He's not from around here, is he?
He is from Venezuela.
Venezuela?
I think so. Yeah. We are live. We've got two of the cutest kids.
Oh, yeah, he's had his son in here before. He's adorable.
Yeah.
Did you do the phone?
What?
Did you do the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see her do it.
Focused.
Say it again.
So I'm not sure how many people are coming to the meeting on the 21st. I'll get with the SDEC to see who's RSVP'd there. I know Benton County is coming, Sebastian County is coming, and Crawford County is coming, and Pope County. Those are the ones I've heard
Washington
from.
County.
And Washington County, so
And that's what?
that's 5 counties.
5 out of, how many is in the?
10 to 11, but he may have sent it out to more. I know Carroll County is not coming. Garland County went to the one in Little Rock. I doubt Madison County comes, because I've talked to Tamitha, and she said that they're so short-staffed in her office, she's like, she didn't think she would be able to get away. So, and those are the only other counties I've heard back from. Yes, it is. One of the legislative acts that will require coordinators to go down to Little Rock to be trained, I think it's gonna be interesting for counties that actually don't have a coordinator. So they'll have to designate someone, or I think it may be a commissioner will have to say, okay, you know, I'm the responsible one for that. So we'll have a mix of, when we do that coordinator training, of actual coordinators, county clerk officials who've been roped into being the coordinators, and election commissioners who've been roped into saying, okay, I'm the coordinator. So, yeah.
There's a whole lot of roping going on.
Yeah, I think so. Because I'm just imagining, like, in Tamitha's office in Madison County. So she was, before she became the county clerk, she was the coordinator, but she was also like the deputy county clerk. So she, you know.
Dual roles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I don't know kind of how she's doing it in her office now, if she's still just doing the coordinating part because that she already knew it, or if they have someone else in her office. But when she was saying they were short-staffed, it makes me think that she's probably still kind of doing the coordinating part.
Where is Madison County?
Huntsville.
Huntsville, okay.
Yeah.
So it's right next door.
Yeah.
Since I grew up in North Carolina, I can name the counties around my home county, but I still can't do it here.
Yeah.
I know Crawford, I think, south of us.
Yeah, Crawford is
the next one.
the next one, and it has Garland, no, it has, what's the little town?
Greenland?
Mountain Berg.
Mountain Berg,
Yeah, Greenwood. Doesn't it have?
Greenwood is south of.
What's Alma in?
Alma, that's it, yeah. And
Okay.
Sebastian County is Fort Smith.
Fort Smith and Van Buren's.
Yeah. They have, I feel like they have a city that's in I feel like Crawford and Sebastian share a city, and that may be the city they share.
What's that?
So like, for instance, so Springdale is both in Benton and Washington County. And
which town is it?
we were thinking Van Buren.
Van Buren is in both.
shared between the two counties.
I think so.
But when you take, the River Valley, the Fort Smith, Van Buren area, and northwest corner of these two counties. Those three counties really make up the bulk of this northwest corner, correct?
Yeah, they do.
Do we get all the way over to Berryville?
Marion County has come before, and I think Berryville, maybe. Where is Berryville? Is in Carroll County, maybe.
Carroll County.
It may be in Carroll County, but we've gone all the way over to.
What's in Marion County? What about Eureka? What's it in?
It's in Carroll.
Carroll.
And they normally come, but she is not coming because their office is so small, so she was afraid because of, yeah.
Our sentiments exactly.
What's the matter?
This is
What is it?
new.
it's not a bad way to do it, actually.
It's kind of different because we're a
Yeah.
lot closer.
It's a
so-
Yeah, I like it.
Lot less trouble getting to the
Yes,
phone.
yes, once we got them to hook everything back up, so yeah.
Marion County has Yellville, Lippin.
Oh, all the way that far? Okay.
Well, Marion County, okay, so Marion County has a unique situation, in their county with, one of their off-site early vote sites. They have, I guess, is part of Marion County on one of the big lake over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So they have a tiny little polling place on this area of land that has a ferry that'll take cars over to it. And so they can't open up a polling place on election day because the ferry closes before the polls close. And so in order for them to drive back the materials, if they kept the polling place open, it's like a 2-hour drive because they have to go all the way around
So
the
this little
lake.
piece of land is like a peninsula on the other side of the lake?
Yeah,
Oh, for
and so
heaven's
they
sake.
rely on the Monday of early vote to allow those people who live on that area to be able to vote.
Wow.
Did you find a place? I grabbed the last.
Oh,
one
my
right down at the
goodness.
end. Park, but it's in there.
I wasn't even paying attention. I thought, boy, there's
Would
not
you
gonna
take
be
his
any more
place?
than one down there.
Did you take his place?
No.
Did you rush into it?
We
That was basically it.
both were down at the very end.
Yeah.
And there was one other place when I parked, so I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, my. What's happening today in the courthouse?
I don't know.
I don't either.
It's Friday. It shouldn't be that.
It's not unless
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
right.
jury trial, but typically, I don't know of any jury trials going on.
Yeah, well, we don't usually have to go all the way down to the bottom to find a place. You didn't even find one up on top, or did you?
Oh, I didn't
Oh.
look. I was going for a covered spot.
Well, you were lucky to find one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it is, time to begin. Let's call this meeting to order.
Okay.
And, we'll look at the minutes from 2 previous meetings. I'm sorry to interrupt. We'll talk about what you were saying.
Oh, yeah.
But let's go ahead and look at the minutes. Have you guys had a chance to look over those?
I have.
Yeah, they look fine to me.
Okay, all right. We'll proceed with the minutes being approved as presented, and then we'll certify the July 13th special election.
Okay, so, we'll do them one at a time.
Okay.
So, this is for the Johnson Street Improvement Bond. I'm not exactly sure why we're certifying each of the questions separately, but this is the way the attorney sent it to me. So, this is for that election, and they requested, 2 originals, and then, of course, we'll do one for the clerk's office, and then we'll do one for ourselves. So there's 4 documents there. The template is what the attorney sent me, so your signatures
Sure.
are on the second page.
Okay.
So all 4 of these documents are the same.
Yes.
Just need 4 originals.
In testimony whereof. Okay. And this one is,
This is ours.
okay,
Yeah.
so you don't need to
We have the,
attach the,
we have the attachment, so
Okay.
I just have everything prepped for the
Gotcha.
clerk and for the attorney.
okay, perfect.
And Lacey, if you'll collect those and put them in that folder.
Pass it
All
back
right,
to you.
so this one is for the 1% tax.
Ah,
So it's strange, because they had the two questions on the ballot, but two different attorneys prepared the ballot language, and so I just went ahead and did just two separate certifications, because the one attorney just sent me the certification for their question that they prepared.
Called a division of labor.
Yeah, one was prepared by their city attorney, the 1% sales and use tax, and the other one was prepared by a bond attorney.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. 1, 2, 3.
There's 4.
That one. This is when you wish you had a short name.
And then this one fire for the Boston fire.
Okay.
How many hotels do they have in Johnson right now?
Uh,
Are they expecting more?
well, so they have James at the Mill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
then across the street from that one is the Marion.
It's yeah.
Oh, that's
Really
right.
nice,
Mm-hmm.
really nice hotel.
And they're developing that, and I
Mhm.
suspect they're gonna have more
I think
right
so.
there at that
I-
intersection.
Because it's a great intersection, because
Uh-huh.
if you come in for a
Mhm.
Naturals game, you're right there. If you're
Yeah.
going to university, it's real close and easy, so it's a great spot for hotels.
Yeah, you guys are right. It's future development there
Yeah.
related to hotels.
Now, the ballpark is actually in
It is
Springdale.
actually in
How
Springdale.
far south does Johnson start?
So if you go underneath the bypass,
Mm-hmm.
and you know where Willow Creek is?
Yeah,
In that area? Johnson ends just a little bit
Past that?
that.
Okay.
So it's just, I would say on the other side of the road.
And it doesn't go north
No,
into any
Not
of that?
really.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Interesting.
not that I'm aware of,
Okay.
so.
Huh.
And then this one, this is Sunset. This is a first. I've never seen an election where it was 100% one way.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Enjoy it.
one vote one.
Yes,
now.
other than those.
Yeah,
Rare
uncontested
is that.
or something, one vote.
But that's good. I mean, they obviously have the support.
Yeah.
Or they got out the right people.
I know that at least the Sunset, fire chief sent letters to every registered voter. I think it was like
yeah.
150 or something.
Yeah.
They didn't, 32 out
Not
of
a big
150
election, yeah.
is still, you know.
Seems like there
For
might
a
be.
special election, that's not bad, is
That's
it?
not bad when you consider that you only had 150 registered
Right.
voters, 32 showed up. So compared to 100 and something out of the 2,000 registered voters in
Right.
Johnson.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
And then, the last thing I have is just the provisional ballot rejected abandoned ballot report.
Oh,
It shows zeros, but I feel like even if we have
We need to, yeah.
zeros, we still should file the report so
Yeah.
that no one has to go back and say, well, where is
Exactly.
it, what did you have, and so.
Now, that has already taken effect? I mean, I know we're doing it, Okay, that's what I was
Yes,
thinking.
it has not, but this just gets us
What's
in
the
the
effective
habit.
date?
So for us, it technically will be if we have any elections past September.
Okay,
But we'll go ahead and do one for the August election. It doesn't hurt anything.
no.
And just gets us in the habit of preparing the report and having everything for it.
Yeah, it's a good procedure to follow. Okay, next meeting, regional meeting, that's next Wednesday, right?
Yes.
What do you got on that?
So we will meet at 10 o'clock at the Sheriff's Annex. They are not gonna be as restrictive, we will be able to have tables plus 40 some odd people. I talked to the sheriff's office,
good.
so we're not having to sit with just a book on our lap trying to go through everything. So they will arrange tables for us.
Good.
And they'll have, we'll have tea, the coffee, and then we'll do, like sausage rolls and just different things like that. We'll break at 11, I think, and then at 12:30, hopefully we'll be done, so we don't have to try and do lunch. So far, the counties I've heard back from have been Benton, Sebastian, and Crawford, and Polk County.
Oh, okay.
They're all attending. Carroll County is not going to be able to attend, and I don't think Madison. And then I'll check with the Secretary of State, or the State Board, to see who maybe has responded to them.
Gotcha.
To make sure we have a correct list and enough of the materials and everything.
Okay. And basically, the meeting is going to be in charge of SBEC, right?
So no, I think we still need to
Okay.
stay in charge of it, because these are our regional meetings.
Yeah, sure.
And I talked to Daniel about that, and Daniel said that that's their goal, is for the regions to, to
Show
hold
some
the
autonomy.
Be in the lead.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so the other ones, they have done, just because there wasn't anything prepped and ready for them when they got there, so they brought the materials.
Okay.
But we'll have everything, and I told Daniel I'd like to do it, I want to do it in the order we have it.
Right, good.
And so, I think that we'll just start the meeting and just kind of, call the meeting to order, and then we'll start through the legislative acts, and I figure we'll just kind of go back and forth with Daniel,
good.
John, and
Okay.
Chris, and myself, and then have questions as the questions
Okay.
come up. There's some.
Will that meeting be streaming live?
So we won't have the ability to stream it live, but
we're
we're going to
record
record it.
I remember that from last
Yes,
time. Okay.
so I talked to the sheriff's office about that, and they'll show us how to record the
Okay.
meeting.
Okay.
So we will be able to record it.
Yeah.
So a
Okay.
couple of the counties have requested the recording after we're.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
They'll be able to watch it. So you're gonna have an agenda
Mhm.
that we're gonna drive.
Yes, I'll have the
Okay.
agenda, and I'll send that out. I'll probably have it finished Monday afternoon, so I'll send that out to everyone. And, yeah, I feel like
And
it's
field
important
it.
for us to continue to, if we're hosting the meeting, for us to continue to control them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Yeah, we're inviting the SBC to come.
Right,
to the
right.
meeting.
Mhm.
And that way, you're maintaining the agenda, the contacts with the
True.
other counties. I mean,
Yeah.
we can discuss things at those meetings and use the group for purposes that the SBC is not gonna use it for.
Right.
Future legislation, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to having that, sent out. You'll make sure Max gets it, even though he's not gonna be here.
Yes, yeah.
And you can review it and,
Yeah, I will watch it.
okay.
At least the redistricting part. Some of the legislative discussion, man, it gets long.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
Well,
lot of people in the room.
Yeah.
well, let's,
Yeah.
are we gonna, we're gonna have tables like a classroom, or can we maybe arrange them kinda like this?
I think when I find out from the SBEC and I get a number count on, Tuesday morning, I'll talk to Anthony Foster, and then we'll set, if we can just do the U-shape like we've done in the past, I think that'll be appropriate.
All right.
If we were to get you know, too many people, then we can always use that side
side
part
room,
of the
yeah.
annex and set up tables over there.
Although that's not gonna be as desirable, I think, and, I mean, 'cause it is hard to see sometimes
Yeah.
when you're blocked off. But yeah, I think that the better way to present it is with a more informal, we're all at the same table
Mhm.
kind of, arrangement.
Yeah.
Okay.
The redistricting, I mean, it's getting pushed even further back, right?
Oh,
I saw some
gosh.
article in the newspaper the other day that
Oh, yeah?
seemed to suggest that.
Jeff sent me an email, let me look and see.
Maybe further back is relative to what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think the timelines that we've been hearing, are staying the same. He said, August 16th is when they send out, like, the easy format of the census blocks,
Mm.
which, typically don't change from the numbers that they will send out in September. So you can kind of start to look
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
at where you're going to have, like, especially for school districts and, cities,
Mhm.
for their rezoning,
Mhm.
they can kind of start to look.
Regional planning can see that and start to get an
Exactly.
idea.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and so, but the idea is, though, that everybody still waits for the state
Right.
to finish
Yeah,
to
okay.
prevent, having small precincts cut up, because the school district went ahead and said, oh, I'm just doing mine.
Yeah.
And then they have theirs complete, and then you come in, and when you get your new state rep and state senate lines, it cuts those precincts
Yeah.
in half, and then you have so many more precincts. So
Oh.
the push is to keep everybody waiting, until they're finished and then go for it. But Jeff has been in contact with the school districts, Northwest Regional Planning, the school districts he works with, and of course, he works with the city, with the cities and everything too, so making sure everybody's kind of staying on the same page.
If you were planning it, I mean, in theory, it seems like you should go the opposite way, like build from the smallest up.
Yeah, you would think so.
Right? I mean,
would
you know,
think
like
so.
a school
'Cause then you've
district
got
and
this
then
figured
precincts.
out, and you
Yeah.
can do the, go wider,
Trying to keep the
wider.
lines the same.
Yeah, but I
In
mean,
theory, but-
we're kind of, captive to, the state and their decisions on that.
Yeah, you're right. Yep,
So-
that's what it is.
But, and they won't let that control go.
No. No, that's the way it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Well, that makes sense, yeah. They can get an idea.
We just
Right, and then
we need
wait
to
for
have a
time.
lot of pre-thinking, I guess, and, you know, just sort of evaluate, long before it's actually been released.
Yeah, and I can ask Jeff to go ahead and, like, when they get those numbers in
September.
August,
Mm.
to kind of start looking
Yeah.
at how
Yes.
our, JP lines
Right.
are going to go. And he can start to, you know, maybe
Set up
build that.
Set up what's already in existence and then do an overlay.
Right, see where the shifts go.
Yeah.
Because part of that is the JP lines are gonna be big lines,
Mhm.
and so we can go ahead and kind of start to draw those along current precinct
Mhm.
lines, make shifts where we
Yeah.
think we may need to make them, and then, when we get the stuff from the state, do an adjustment.
Right.
Yeah, you'll still have to move it, huh? But-
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe just a little, you know, maybe just like a precinct here or a precinct
Mhm.
there, nothing major.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear him talk about it, to hear regional planning.
Yes, yeah.
I don't draw maps every day, you know. So it's good. to
Who
hear.
does except
Yeah,
for him?
Exactly.
Now,
yeah,
he's not
exactly.
gonna come until September.
Oh,
That-
okay, he's
yeah,
not
so
coming to
that-
this
He's
meeting.
not coming to this meeting.
Okay, I
We
misunderstood
have talked,
that.
and he will, do a September meeting for the group to talk about
That's for the
it.
regional group.
That's for our
Okay.
regional group.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So that's a follow-up regional meeting in
Yeah,
September.
yeah.
Got it, I had those flipped, I thought
Yeah.
you did this one. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
My bad.
So you won't miss it,
Yeah, okay, that's good.
hopefully.
Yeah, good.
Okay,
Cool.
upcoming meetings, we've got the regional, finance meeting is on the 10th. Any other, reports on that?
No, I've not. The first one will be next Tuesday.
Oh.
I think Becky's on that one.
Okay.
And so I'll watch the meeting to kind of see how it goes.
Good.
To see what kind of questions are asked and kind of how the format's laid out, and then talk to Becky as well. It may be that, I don't know if you think we need to meet before then to discuss our budget, or if our budget is pretty, I mean, I feel like we've fleshed everything out pretty well.
Well, and you've
but
discussed it all with, J.P. Deacons, right?
Not the budget.
Oh,
like
more
not,
of the
yeah, that
request.
was for the request.
Oh, okay.
And I am gonna send a follow-up email to him to see if that item is gonna be on the agenda on August the 10th as well, so that maybe, you know, we can cover both things at the same time.
I mean, I feel like the budget was fairly consistent with the last one, other than building in some money for special elections that we thought might happen.
Right.
That was
right.
like big,
Yeah.
the only increase.
Yeah, and it could be kind of, routine, or they may,
Yeah.
look at you rolling your eyes.
I just acknowledge, you know.
I know,
It could be one or the other.
you just don't know, and
No.
there doesn't, what do we got over there? It doesn't seem to be any middle ground. Why is that?
They had, the police and FBI were using this room last night.
Oh, okay,
So that.
all right. I couldn't
that's
read
for-
it, and I
yeah.
just noticed it, and I went,
Yeah,
what?
that's not connected to what.
I thought
we're
maybe
doing.
we had a message from
No.
beyond. Okay, well, let's see what Becky's is
Yeah,
like,
we'll watch her.
and then we'll talk about if we need to meet again before then
That's
to
fair.
prep.
And I already have everything prepared, like I have all the line items pulled and the breakdowns of everything. So I feel like we are prepared for it, but you just
Never know.
Until we see
Have
one.
any of the JPs connected with you on that then? Okay, so we don't even know that. Okay, provisional ballot review, we're still determining that based on what we get on election night?
Yes.
Okay.
So that could be a Wednesday or Thursday when we would need to meet for that.
Okay. And certification provisional ballot hearing is August the 20th at 1. Does that work for y'all?
I think so.
Okay. Any other business?
I have on my calendar, for some reason, election commission meeting on July the 22nd. Why did I have that?
If we would have had a provisional ballot,
That's what I thought.
we would have
Okay.
had to,
Oh,
so you
yes.
can take that one
Yeah.
off.
That's getting ready to be deleted.
Yes.
Okay,
Want to make sure before I deleted it
Yeah.
that I...
Yeah.
sounds good. Anything else?
No.
I can't think of anything.
Okay, well, we're adjourned.
Of course, as soon as you say that, I'll think that.
I know.
I mean, I'm not, but that's the way it always
I should probably look at you for about 2 minutes before I say we're adjourned, huh?
When I place an